Hello, welcome back to X-Piratez. In last episode, we had to deal with a Merc fighter that was on pacification run. We also had Elan the purchase cutter on survey mission. We also had a Mongron, whatever it's called, immigration, Humanist Villa, and landed Reticulant Scout. There may be something else that I forgot. Anyway, we now have orbital mission. When the ships land on this platform to refuel, we shall take all fuel and pay nothing. I would prefer a prison for more stasis spots, but one can only wish so much. Right. Also, I want to check, since this doesn't have a printer yet, can I make spacesuits or no? I need a workshop. One more day. When we start building the planes and everything, and we need money. Right. So we can't send guns because we don't have suits. So he sends the peasants. And there's one with spacesuit. I have plenty of UAC spacesuits. And now. To do. So let's play the distance is this, or maybe reticulum. On 12. Let's hope for no zombies. Ooh. Spaceman, no zombies. Yay. Okay. Okay, one down. 5 million to go. No. Only I am allowed to shoot. And yet I'm only allowed to hit. Okay. Stop it. It's not allowed. For God's sake. Yeah, of course, Mr. Pistol Guy will max roll damage. Why don't you all give up? Since you're screaming and no one can hear you. And it's a good damsel. I don't want to lose you. I think it would be much fun if your craft actually docked at the station and you don't have to traverse 5 turns to the station. There's plenty of spacemen here. Much more up than the Academy Explorers. I have a few more turns. Finish this. 1 hostages taken, enemy surrendered 6. Excellent. 4 stasis pods, that's what I like to see. 300 Helerium. We got plenty of ninjas here. We don't need the ghoul. What do we do with the ghoul? The ghoul we can do nothing, so we can sell him. And we have Spaceman, which we can do that. Enslave them. I like some ninja love. Like, I mean that ninja cloning. Bounty Hunt, Silly Bastion, Archaeological Dig. What a day, what a day. A group of actors, yeah. We don't know what we'll be facing there. Cuts them out. We need something tough and durable. Because we can face ninjas, we can face spiders. I want to use something else. Use. Also, don't forget medkits. Come on. Ninjakos or Bakos or whatever. It's a good old spider. Okay. How exciting. Firing the corpse. Remember when the spiders were scary? Alright, what do we got? Emerald, 4. Special. Now we start shoot. Shoot some of those drones, as we can now. Anti-tank rocket, 150 concussive damage. Equipped with a heavy hit warhead, this round is meant to take out even the best protected targets. Ignores 50% armor, mass radius 3, and reduces performance per strain. Okay. Baron of Hell almost done. Hell Baron. Baron of Hell battle report. These towering monsters are very rare and very hard to kill, and appear to be demon commanders and can conjure projectiles of extremely potent chem from thin air. The corpse is so foul it requires a lot of space to store safely, and it's better sold immediately. There are various creepy characters willing to pay a nice coin for it. Night Vision 40. Okay. Now I have Baron's guns. I don't think we have any. I would prefer to capture them alive. Anyway. You have stopped down your thingy. Next in line. And finally the Nostra printer. Now we need to find money. Money. Where can we find money? Knows that will be useful. I think we got plenty of those. Okay, 2 mils should be enough for brave whaler. Can make 2. We will make for now 1 because we have only 1 hunger. Well, these little guys are common members of particular society, usually seen doing agriculture work or visiting trade posts. Represent the archetypical traits of a reticulan, lazy and dirty in many ways, but at the same time curious, optimistic, and adaptive. They were conic hats and goggles, since they're very sensitive to sunlight, which also means they see rarely well in the dark. Really well in the dark. And show disregard for any other clothing, so typical for the race. They're weak, but quite smart. They closely resemble the original reticulans, with their atrophied reproductive and digestive systems and complete immunity to gas weapons, but aren't considered pure by the higher castes, who are obsessed with creation of a super reticulan of sorts. And he was the reticulan lasgun, a lightweight laser weaponry manufactured by the reticulans. And lack of any normal sights makes it seemingly impossible to aim, but you will hit if you believe. That's a scientific fact. Right. Socializing. RCF veteran. The best of Canadian troopers are famous for the deadly aim and sharp eyes. I don't know how far we're into socializing. Oh, there's plenty of topics left. Here's our swords and daggers. And you have returned. You're 68. Yeah, there's plenty of Virga transformations, but yeah, why not? Plus 1 freshman. It's always nice. Heavy gunship, the Merc's secret base. Oh boy. We can't shoot it down because we don't have protection from the Fortuna. And I really would like the Mercs to have the base. Just go there and abort. So definitely don't have a chance with the weaponry I currently have, and even if I go with a tank, it will get destroyed because the tank can take only so much damage from the gausses. Give it a try and order some, but there will be Hoover tanks, as we know. Yeah, we cannot use the Gausses ourselves yet. I got only so many ammo for that carabiner. And the funny thing is, you can sort of weaken the Hoover tank with lasers, because it has blue shields and lasers doing 100% damage to shields. And then blasted with rockets. Well, the idea will be drop in and drop out. Kind of mission. Yeah. Use that bastard tank. He's dangerous. He's semi-dangerous if he has EMP, which I assume he will. Everything was off his shields. Okay, now his shields are gone. American soldiers are using those guns. Insane. Of course it missed! Of course. rotating. Yeah, of course. How many shots do you have? Cheater. That's one down. And that's everyone I have, right? So, goodbye. And run it again. Fuck off with the crackdowns, stupid piece of shit. Right? Let's try again. But technically, use magic. But that is so risky. This is so risky. This is quick spell, this is power spell, this is quick spell. Yeah, I would prefer to have both. And magic missile and circuit breaker. Let's send predator number 1, predator fighter, and let's deal with you again. There we go. Ah, and he's the hover tank also. Yeah, I'm facing towards them, and they left armor, left armor, left armor. Bullshit, not armor. Oof. Still has. No longer has armor. Right. I have invisibility, but that's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would need to be here. And yeah, I'm out. What? What overboard? Who's overboard? Don't tell me. Because I'm flying, I'm overboard. Yeah. If I had shields, I don't. And the main problem is they just join through the armor. They're eating everything I got. And they're not crying anymore. And of course, they have godly accuracy. If I had guns of my own, maybe, just maybe. And probably blaster launchers and all that fancy schmancy stuff. Hang on. Active 4. That maybe scare them. Fighter. Practically, I would need maybe 5 more witches to deal with those mercs, but I really need someone to tank, and there is no one to tank those Gausses. Without red shields or blue shields active, that will be difficult to tank. So I'm not sure if the EMP bypasses shields, I mean the spells, because the blue shields are also good against EMP. So Yeah, have a tank that's vulnerable to EMP and being shielded by shields that protect from EMP, right? Good show, good show. Error Vakui. You use your Astro Sensorium to look into the abyss and it stares back. Existential fear spreads amongst the crew. Yeah, here we go. Stare at the abyss and it will stare back. Baron of Hell, we thought we'd be able to somehow communicate with this guy as he or it appears genderless, looks kind of intelligent, but how to communicate when he doesn't speak, doesn't react to words, and any touch is harmful or deadly. One brainer said she heard him saying, I cite, yeah, but she probably simply made that up. If you want to know my opinion. Right. Then we have the hyper radar for the freighters missions. And do we have Baron of Air? Probably not. Yeah. We only got two. We killed one when we captured one. Warlord America, 1000 points. Power station here. That brings us at least minus 1 million in maintenance for now. Evil bottle. As you get up from the bed, you have to cover bottles. And the craft bomb. And Water Europe. This gives us contact Euro Syndicate. What we need for our money now? Jeweled Cross, which we don't have. I want to know where I can get those jewelry. Treasure chest. We have any chests? We have solid chest. So we have something that's nothing. Or wait, something, but and we have a visit from a bloody taxman. So more selling. Send this to that base. I don't think I'll be using those, but we have plenty of signals here. So let's ship it. Six Phantom Bones, that's extremely good. Can we make more? Reticulan Plasma Charger? No. Do we need? Personal study and assemble those even. disassemble you. Some apples. Here's are useless. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 topics remain from the game guide. This is positive now. Smugglers in Siberia. When we could get them, the only problem would be that invisible cat girl. Only rocket launchers. Can get let's go over boarding guns. Oh nice, also one hang. Custom gun. You have. You won't be able to catch them. But we need to follow them. As they land and quickly get away. Other dimensions. We have studied several strange phenomena unexplainable by science. We learned from Star God's lackeys, demonic beings which employ weird energies, ghosts which can just ignore bullets and disappear, not to mention the shadow tech. Only the UAC blueprints we found hold some clues detailing long-dead companies' research into harnessing transdimensional transfers of matter, energy and information. Our reality could be just a tiny raft swirling in the sea of chaos. Okay. You've done your job. Human mage. The mages are among the top tier of pure blood society, although they prefer to be called humans of old or simply men. The mages are members of old and powerful families, and they have wield strong voodoo, devastating against beastmen and dangerous even to humans and mutants. Their money, allies, and influence are a good safeguard against any prosecution they might face from the Academy. They're quite high and mighty because of their status and can be sold for quite a ransom. Mages don't wear any armor. Other spells make them resistant to plasma type damage and allow them to regenerate health in battle. Mages like the Commandos and Reverends are the paragons of human race, the empire builders. And he gave us the Nubirians instead of scientists, aka floaters or star demons. These cruel Xenos are star gods' faithful servants. They're tasked with pacifying countless star systems, especially those lacking in local collaborators. They are the backbone of the Space Rangers, an organization created specifically for this purpose. Aeons ago, they built a civilization on a distant planet orbiting two suns, already challenged with an irradiated and erratic environment. They put their homeland almost to the point of extinction, and the star gods appeared, offering them the cyborg bodies. They're famous for sacrificing most pleasures of the flesh as a price for Nubirians happily paid. Okay, the buttons here, the button is here, tomorrow here, that we'll use later for something. The button is here. Factoid. Inside this working trash can, we found some important bits of the reticulan body, like the brain, the livers, and the sponge, hooked up to a central cybernetic unit through a series of tubes and plastic bags. Looks like this body was really unlucky even before he met us. At least he got a badass cyborg body, though it didn't really look very cool. The armor is very tough for its weight and can be a problem for light weapons or grenades. Anyways, he seemed old and ill, and when we finally agreed to show him the goods, as you can see on the picture, in exchange for information, we overdid it a little and his heart gave out. Next time we better ransom them off to the Reds. And he gave us Micronoids, status interdimensional menace. Reticulan legends speak of an alien race with which they have fought in the distant past on behalf of the Star Gods. Micronoids are intelligent aggregates of independent cells which possess host bodies as needed. Despite or because of that, developed a frightening advanced dimensional technology and use it to invade our universe through portals from their so-called Dimension X. The Star Gods never managed to make heads nor tails of Micronoid tech, and it is unclear how the war ended, since most of the Reticulans involved were purged. Right. Having a Reticulan technician. Puma Sisters, a notorious duo of space mercenaries worshipped by some for their mix of sex and violence. Their chaos sins, who for some unfathomable reason identify as cat girls. Despite their size and lack of tails, nobody knows why these biomechanical beasts even need the money. Maybe they're in the business for the sheer love or drama. All the sins to some degree share. And we got more Hephaestus button is here, more Hephaestus button is here. Right, and what am I missing for demonic sacrifices? Ah, Shadowland, that we are already researching. More plans. And here being the smugglers. Here be their ship. I think the roost. You already know about Buckman. Ow. Bastard. Throwing Helerium grenades. That's so unnice of you. Alright, so the only things that we need to capture here is the dreaded cat girl. And Smuggler's Captain. Human beings don't interest us. Because the kangaroos are so invisible, I don't want to move at all. Just, you know, one turn at a time. Yeah, I want you. Han Solo. He can zap me. Here she is. There. I don't know, I'm not sure if there is more, but that beast is mine. So now only Captain remains and we can murder everyone else. there is the other one. No way. I'm letting you live. If your bullshit invisibility of 5 or 4. I think they're wearing equivalent of Puma armor, Uni Puma, or maybe something a little bit better. This one actually was weaker because she had the claws and that other had the sword. One with close. So yeah. Smuggler's cut kills. Fine, since we see you and you're not that dangerous. To the bug you go! Something flying from here. Probably cat girl. She was so invisible. That's definitely cat girl. And what the fuck is he using? And that breaks my armor. And he's a pistol. There we go. Ah, another cat girl. Yoink. Yoink her life. Great, got the armor. They have contraband. Probably not. Anyway. We got the two most important people on this ship. Time to murder everyone else. I think there are only two on the ship. Ooh, arcane strongholds. Splatty. So how do we enter here? Ah, this is the second entrance. Human defender armor, yay! Okay, but getting aside, where is the final guy? Or girl? Because if it's a cat girl, you can play hide and seek for millennia. And you're coming with me. So they're not in a ship. Found you. You goon. Negative points for hostages, okay. So yeah, what did we get? Smuggler Cat Girl free, Smuggler Captain 1, Human Goon 1. Stealth suit parts, excellent. Arcane Strongbox 1, Smuggler Strongbox 1. Splatty. Assassin suit. Defender armor damaged. And retreat armor. And defender armor normal for humans. So we ship to you human defender armor. And defender. We cannot do with it probably anything. I cannot do anything with Splatty. Arcane interface, no. Arcane Dome, Arcane Strongbox. We need summoning, okay. And Splatty. Splatty. We need Scorch first, and that means nuclear powered versus. Okay. What are you? Alpicons, okay. Yeah, we definitely never finish those saved specialists. And defender armor. Now we need durable printing only. And I have done that. This is Sectrack. I need to remember which one is which. Come on. That's the ninja assassin. Assassin soup. Okay, so let's queue up. Else, okay. George book time. Okay, that will be next episode. This is another capture them all. Ah, this is the one, the biggest one. So I need to remember, Sectrack is the biggest one. Probably I won't. We'll try. No gear pack. Here's Johnny. I saw someone here. And I knew I saw someone here. Oh, dove go l'anteriore. Oh. And one rocket. Kill her. I I'm not even trying to capture them. Come on. Where are you hiding? Friends are dying and you're hiding. Really? There he is. Well done. No, that skill will never hit him. Alright, that will be it for today. So thank you for watching, and I see you in the next one.